Hello everyone! Welcome to another kwentuhan episode of Piece of Advice. For the first timers out there, magpapakilala muna ako. I'm Pao, your illegal advisor. Charot lang. But anyway, on a serious note, welcome everyone to the Piece of Advice, where we collect questions or concerns from different people. So for every week, we give out a certain topic that we guys talk about on the podcast. So for this week's topic, we are going to be tackling about holiness. Wow. So yun nga. My personal path to holiness, your path to holiness, and answer any of your burning questions or concerns about them. Remember last time, I asked some of you to send in questions from Twitter with the hashtag Piece of Holiness Advice. So let's see our first question over here. Oh, hello. This is from Jillian Tan. Hi, Miss Pao. Such a huge fan. Ano po ba yung holiness and what does it mean to you? So, thank you, Jillian Tan. That's a great question. So, this is also to debunk some myths na rin, this podcast. So, akala kasi ng iba, pag sinabing holiness, pang bishop, priest, or solely for a religious person lang. Pero sa totoo niyan, everyone is called to be holy by living our lives with love. So, para sa akin talaga, a holiness starts within ourselves. Or if I might say it, it is being the best version of ourselves. So for me, it is a journey that everyone is called to, as it is also about finding our specific mission in life and following that dream that the Lord wants to dream with us. So, ayan. So, with the first question, I am reminded of the message in the document Lumen Gentium. If I may read it to you guys, it says, all the faithful of Christ, of whatever rank or status, are called to the fullness of the Christian life and to the perfection of charity. They must follow in his footsteps and conform themselves to his image, seeking the will of the Father in all things. They must devote themselves with all their being to the glory of God and to the service of their neighbor. So, I think that's a good takeaway for the first question, right? Okay, now next one, for our next question, this one is from Bella Gale. So, hi, can we portray holiness in different ways? If so, paano po? Oh yes, that's a great question. Thank you, Bella. Of course, like what I've said earlier, that all of us are called to holiness, and hindi lang mga piling tao. With that, there are many ways to be able to answer this call. Let's remember that everyday life can help us be holy. So it can be as any simple task in our lives. Even the smallest things can move you into being holy. It can move you into holiness. So living our lives in love and bearing witness to God in the things we do every day is already being holy. So naalala ko in one of the takeaways, I think, I watched in Pope Francis in the video, Pope Francis' new apostolic exhortation. So it was mentioned that the Beatitudes is a roadmap to holiness. So if some of you would remember, it is wherein we are called to be poor in spirit, meek, peacemakers, and hunger and thirst for righteousness. So I think maybe for more concrete examples, Pope Francis also gave some practical advices, such as don't judge, obviously. Don't gossip. That's another one. Raise respectful children. And also always be kind. So we have another question. This one is from Pamela Ray. Hi, can you describe your own path to holiness? May mga humadlang po ba sa inyo? Thank you. So, nako, oo, medyo marami. Like any other, I think we've been tempted to stray away from the path of holiness. So, the path of holiness or the journey towards holiness, I think it involves not only about speaking the truth, but also living in it and, of course, embodying it. So, personally, we embody it by being more understanding and being truthful to others. So, to give you more concrete examples, siguro, my family and I would do medical mission, or we would join outside organizations for personal gain and for the community. You could also speak the truth and defy fake news on social media, di ba? And at school, we also, you can, or personally, we develop community development projects to cater to our partner communities at school. And siguro, one of the hardest in my personal journey to holiness is to be able to be merciful and forgiving. Kasi nasabi na nila, we may forgive, but we won't forget, diba? That's a saying. Pero mahirap din yun. To personally be forgiving and be merciful to others. So, however, syempre, we should never forget to take time for an open communication with the Lord through prayers. So, before I end this podcast, I want to end this podcast with a little baon or takeaway for everyone, like a simple closing quote. I do not believe in holiness without prayer, even though that prayer need not be lengthy or involve intense emotions. So, trust me when I say that the true path to holiness starts within yourself and always with the Lord's guidance. So that's all for today's podcast and video. If you want more, click like and subscribe to this video and listen to this podcast on Spotify. So once again, this is Pau, your illegal advisor. Now signing off.